Hello dudes, today we're reviewing Nobel Jerky, vegan jerky, both Chipotle flavors and sweet barbecue dough. So, first thing is the packaging looks a lot like beef jerky. In fact, when I first saw it, I thought, hey, beef jerky. And I kept reading, I'm like, vegan jerky vegetarian? That's weird. I understand what the vegetarian is, but anytime you try to make a ironic, or I guess a sarcastic food like, vegan jerky, I'm always curious how that turns out. And vegan, yeah. Alright, ooh, ingredients are big. They're proud of that stuff. Let's see. Soy protein, sugar, black bean sauce, black bean sea salt water, which gives it that kind of soy flavor, like the sweet, you probably have it anytime you have certain Asian foods. They have a lot of black bean sauce in there. Tomato paste, rice vinegar, spices, garlic, canola oil, sea salt. Very important. That is non-GMO, apparently. And the entire bag here. That's good. I like that. 220, not bad. Looks like it's sodium, sugar, fiber, and protein, which is what beef jerky is. Easy open. So far, nope, it's still opening. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's get our handy plate. Are you enjoying yourself there, Yummy? Oh, he's always enjoying himself. No problems at all. Let's see here. Oof. Hold that for me. Here we go. Well, they try to make it look like jerky. Like a greedy jerky. Alright. Give me a second while I chew this down and let you guys know what I think. Okay, so first, you get the sweet and then the burn from the chipotle at the back of the throat. And it does remind you of beef jerky. And when you take a bite into it, it's a little bit softer, but it's still chewy. It's got that chewy consistency that it's hard for a plant to have that jerky does so well. The chewy strands, but this is really close. It's a bit softer, but it does a very good job of mimicking those strands. It's like a chewy, maybe a pre-chewed piece of beef jerky. And the flavoring is, again, it's chipotle and sweet. It does have this odd aftertaste, and there's an undertone where it's not, you can't be fooled that this is meat. You can tell that there's something there. At first, you might be okay, but eventually, like, no, this is not. This is definitely vegetable. This is definitely soy. But it's still pretty good. If you're trying to avoid beef and you want something that's as close to beef as you're going to get that I've tried so far, this is actually it. Now, let's do the sweet barbecue. So, here it is. It looks a little different. Shinier. Doesn't have the same kind of, what is it? Grittiness, I guess? See? Shiny, gritty, shiny, gritty. Alright, let's try the shiny one. Give me a moment. Okay, so that is actually better than the other one. It has a vaguely pulled porky. It has that really good Memphis barbecue spicy. I mean, it tastes like pulled pork when I bit into it. It's much chewier, much firmer than the Chipotle, which is weird, but hey. They want to change it. It looks like the same ingredients. So it must just be the how they soak it. But this one's much better, much closer to jerky, actually. Because of the sweet barbecue, you can't really tell as much that it's got the GM or the soy, the non-GMO soy protein thing going. So, I mean, I have to say these. If I was going, I still prefer beef jerky, but if I was going for a non-jerky right now, I think this is number one. The first vegan jerky we tried, and that was not bad at all. Alright, see you next time.